Hello, children. This is Sarah, your Sunday school teacher. I wish you all a very happy and blessed New Year. Are you ready to follow me through a new lesson from the Bible? Yes? Let's go then. Children, here we have the picture of an umbrella. What does an umbrella do? It protects us from the rain. This is the picture of a tree and the sun, which is shining brightly in the sky. What does the tree do? The tree provides us with cool shade under which you kids can play. So we can say that the tree protects us from the heat of the sun. Now, this is the picture of a mother hen with her cute little chicks. The hen has spread her wings over her chicks to keep them safe. Safe from what? Safe from the sun, rain, or any other danger. Now, children, the title for today's lesson is God is our fortress. What is the meaning of the word fortress? The word fortress comes from the word fort. A fort is a huge and strong wall specially made to fight against an enemy army. The soldiers stay behind the wall and attack the enemy army, as seen in the picture here. Children, a fortress is just like a fort, but it is spread over a larger area, which means it can be a huge, thick wall surrounding a city or a village. This is the picture of a fortress surrounding a city. Why is this fortress made around the city, children? It is made to protect the people and their homes from any harm that their enemy can cause. Children, here is a very good example of a fortress. This is the longest fortress wall in the world. Can you guess which wall is it? Let me tell you, children, this is the Great Wall of China. This wall surrounds the north side of China to protect it from their enemies. Now, in the olden days, kings used to build such fortress walls around cities to protect them from the attacks of their enemies. This is the picture of a famous city which had a fortress wall surrounding it. This is the city of Jerusalem. Even though the fortress wall surrounding Jerusalem was strong, it was broken down by its enemies. And because the wall was broken, enemies kept attacking the city of Jerusalem. They used to rob and kill the people and set fire to their homes, children. The people of Jerusalem prayed to God to save them from their enemies, and so God sent a man named Nehemiah. Nehemiah, along with the help of God and the people of Jerusalem, was able to rebuild the wall. Once again, the city of Jerusalem became a safe place for the people to live. Children, our God is compared to a fortress, because just as a fortress keeps the people safe from harm, God protects us and keeps us safe from any harm brought by our enemies, especially the devil, our biggest enemy. Now, the Bible story that I'm going to tell you is about a king named Hezekiah. Children, Israel was divided into two parts. In the olden days, the north and the south. The north was known as Israel, while the south was known as Judah. And Hezekiah was the king of Judah, the south side of Israel. King Hezekiah loved and obeyed God and encouraged his people to do the same. King Hezekiah lived in the city of Jerusalem. It was the capital city of Judah, and so a fortress wall had been built around the city to keep it safe from the attacks of enemies. Now, one day, the very powerful and cruel king Sennacherib of Assyria marched onto the city of Jerusalem and surrounded the city with his large and powerful army. He wanted to capture the city and defeat King Hezekiah and take over the kingdom of Judah. You know, the people of Jerusalem who were trapped inside the city walls looked at this huge army with fear. They thought that the army would soon destroy them. Now, a man named Rabshakeh, who was the army general of Assyria, shouted and boasted about how powerful his army was. He shouted that King Hezekiah would be defeated, and even God cannot save the people of Jerusalem from their army. Now, King Hezekiah ordered that no one should reply to Rabshakeh, but whatever he shouted should be written down on a paper. Now, when this paper was taken to Hezekiah, he was shocked to read all that the enemy boasted, children. So what did Hezekiah do? He took the paper to the temple of God. He placed the paper on the floor and prayed, saying, "You are the God of universe. You have made heaven and earth. Look at the words Sennacherib has sent to insult you, Lord." He prayed, "Lord, save us from King Sennacherib and his army, so that all the people of the world may know that you alone are God." Now, children, there was a prophet in Judah whose name was Isaiah. A prophet is a person whom God speaks to about the things that he is going to do in the future. So God spoke to prophet Isaiah about what he will do to protect King Hezekiah and the city of Jerusalem. Prophet Isaiah wrote a message to send it to King Hezekiah. The message read, "The king of Assyria will not enter this city or shoot an arrow here. I, the Lord, will protect and save this city." Wow, what a message, children. You know what happened? That same night, God sent an angel, and the angel killed 185,000 soldiers of Assyria. King Sennacherib and his army quickly left Jerusalem and returned back to Assyria. King Sennacherib was later killed by his 2 sons. You know, children, King Hezekiah had asked God to save them from the king of Assyria, and God answered his prayer. So God was the real fortress of King Hezekiah and the people of Jerusalem. Now, the memory verse for the lesson is as follows, children. The Lord is our protector, which means that God protects us from our enemies and the harm that they can bring upon us, especially the devil. Children, the devil is always trying to harm us. You know why? Because we are God's children. Now, the second line says, "He is my strong fortress," which means that God protects us just as a fortress protects the people living inside its limits. As we learned from the story of King Hezekiah, the Lord is my protector. He is my strong fortress. And this verse is taken from the book of Psalm, chapter 18, verse 2. Children, whenever you are afraid or face any problem, call out to God in prayer, and He will protect and save you from all harm. Remember, children, God is our strong fortress. Children, our God surrounds us like a fortress and protects us from all harm because He loves us. So whenever you are in trouble, just pray and He will save you as He saved King Hezekiah and the kingdom of Judah. Do check on the activities given in the description below. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.